Appreciate it, Mark, and appreciate the opportunity, Governor, to talk. First, just appreciate being part of this council as being a member of FEMA, especially been here 28 years. I think back in my career, and I was there 20 years ago in Mississippi, in Katrina, responding to that event, getting there days before it hit landfall with a great group of friends from FEMA that I still work with a great group of friends that I have become lifelong friends with from the state of Mississippi, including you, Governor. And just appreciate the opportunity to really look within the organization for how we can do things better. At the end of the day, you know, our job, the reason why I've been with FEMA 28 years is to serve Americans on their worst day. And nothing's more important. And the opportunity to, make improvements to our administration is critical. We've had numerous efforts over the years with recommendations. And, I think why always good intended sometimes have come with, levels of bureaucracy being created. And I think it's one of the things that we do sometimes in government is build processes to improve things. And sometimes they, unfortunately, slow down the response. One of the things when we visited the Memorial, Oklahoma museum from the bombing is I saw the timeline for the USAR response. And it was 2 hours after the explosion, a call went to FEMA to send a USAR team. The USAR team deployed 2 teams, one from as far away from California. We're there that night on the pile supporting the local fire department in doing search and rescue and bringing unique equipment and capability to help with that search. We need to make sure we're able to not only sustain that standard, but to improve on it. And so all the great ideas, all the recommendations, the input from all levels of the community, I think are essential to chart where we need to go as an organization. I can tell you one thing that I'm surrounded at FEMA by other Americans that want to help those Americans affected on their worst day and are committed to service. And so our work is so important to give us the tools to help those on those days. So look forward to continuing work and the opportunity to continue to improve to help Americans on those days. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob, for the work that you've done not only at FEMA over the last 28 years, and you and I met 20 years ago. I'm sure on that day we're both somewhat younger, and but at 29 August 2005 is a day that all of us will remember. And Mark, I can only imagine returning to New Orleans, to the state of Louisiana, after the devastating flood that raged through that city. So the two of you are certainly subject matter experts on this. Unfortunately, you've had all the experience with disaster that anyone would ever want, but you're sharing that experience to make this process all the better. And I thank you for that. We have reached the end of this council meeting. I will now open the floor. John, we're certainly honored to have you here from the great state of Virginia. And I know Governor Youngkin is blessed to have you there leading emergency management. Again, thank Patrick Powers and his team. We just could not do this without them. And going forward, we'll depend on them even more. Annie, good to meet you and get to know you and be in your wonderful state of Oklahoma. Yesterday, we began to deal with the real core of our report as we talked about individual assistance and as we talked about minimum standards of individuals and direct funding, and then, of course, National Flood Insurance Program, which, if I know my numbers correctly, about $26.5 billion in debt and borrowed another $2 billion. So we certainly have that task laid out before us to make sure that that program is vital, continues to serve the people who are living in those areas of danger. Americans deserve that, and we intend to lean in on that. And I think it has been one of the more productive meetings we could have possibly have. I know it was long days, and we thank you for it. I will ask for any questions or comments before we close. Mr. Powers, Captain, any further?
Thank you, Governor. I appreciate it, sir. This concludes our panel discussion, and unfortunately, we're out of time for today's meeting. For the over 2,000 members of the public that have been watching this public meeting, your feedback is both welcome and appreciated. You can contact the FEMA Review Council at FEMA-reviewcouncil@hq.dhs.gov. All of your emails are reviewed by the DFO staff and shared with the council members. For additional information regarding the council, please visit our website. Again, that's dhs.gov/FEMA Review Council. Thank you to Secretary Noem, Secretary Hegseth, Governor Stitt, and our council members who were able to participate both in person and online this morning. The FEMA Review Council's third public meeting is hereby closed. Thank you all for attending. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Safe travels.